it's just when I see Mr. London, I remember our banter that has been up to 20 plus years old about the virtues of and vices of both political traditions. Uncle Kwesi is a witness. I've been going on since actually you are a witness. It's been going on since Radio Go. But let me ask Justin Kwadwo a very interesting question. Has he now realized that bail conditions are stringent? Did he realize it today, yesterday? What day? Senator, I'm still on bail. Should I go on? I'm still on bail. Are you surprised?
No.
I'm still on bail. 8 years on, I'm still on bail. You are talking about bail conditions. You see, listen, let me give people like Justin Kwadwo a piece of advice. You're a lawyer. Right? I know the law profession has become cheap these days. People can learn on social media and go and get law degrees. Okay? It has become very cheap. But spare us the pain that some of us have been through. Not just me, some people in this country have been through. You were in this country when young people, because they demonstrated, were thrown into police cells on remand. They weren't even given bail conditions, they were remanded for demonstrating. And you dare sit in a press conference and talk about bail conditions. Are you nuts?
And constitutional rights.
Are you crazy? Those young people, they don't have constitutional rights, eh? Dr. Dumako, they don't. Where were you when that was happening? Did you open your mouth? Or were you afraid, as usual?
You know me, I speak my mind.
I don't remember you speaking your mind. If you spoke your mind, remind me.
You didn't follow me.
I follow you
And
all
that's
the
why I
time.
said that those wrongs
Doc,
doesn't mean we should perpetrate.
Doc, that is your excuse. I heard it from Richard Ayaba yesterday. But I can also tell you the fable of little leopards becoming big leopards. And big leopards kill. The judges that you put in position yesterday to do your political bidding are the same judges who are there. They haven't changed. The security apparatus in this country. How many NDC people have been employing the security apparatus? I can tell you that at FIC I'm the only employee. So nothing has changed. I can tell you that at Ioku, Raymond Archer and Benindego are the only employees, new employees. I can tell you NIB. I can tell you national security. I could go on and on. Signals, Ataba, I can go on and on and on. So don't tell us about bail conditions. And as a lawyer who passed his law exams, didn't graduate on Sunday and didn't take his father's certificate to law school, you should know that you should go to the court and go and bury the bail down conditions. Go before the same judge. If the same judge doesn't do it, go to the appellate court. If the appellate court don't give you, go to the Supreme Court until you get what you want. Because there are changing scenes of law in this country. So don't sit here and pretend. Because it's odious. And some of us were being arrested tens of times. Did you hear anybody? Did you hear anybody talking? You people arrested Dr. Spielgabra. Dr. Spielgabra. You arrested him. Because he had an early child disabled learning what do you call it? Charity. And you said he had stolen money. Uncle Kwesi, you know Dr. Spielgabra very, very well. Dr. Spielgabra has been a minister in this country since 1985. Dr. Spiogabra, indeed, he was instrumental in bringing the first United States president to visit this country. Dr. Spiogabra was the one who worked on it. That time he was ambassador to the US. He went and arrested him. This same Mustafa Hamid, who's in trouble today, go and ask Alex Mood how many times he was arrested. Did you hear him complaining? You see, let's live in this country and let us not behave like we don't know what has happened in the past. And when I say the past, I'm talking about a year and a half ago. Those children were put in jail a year and a half ago. Some of them can be your children. The likes of Felicity, they can be your children. Indeed. You people arrested an 8-year-old. Am I lying? Did you talk?
I'll wait.
You arrested an 8-year-old. Senna, am I lying?
No.
So what are you? You see, today, many of you are complaining about the behavior of the likes of Abroni. In 2017, when Abroni was running riot with gangs, seizing people's cars, all of you were quiet. I'm telling you about little lepers becoming big lepers. Today, many of you are upset with Kennedy Agyapong. Am I lying? When Kennedy, I'm talking about you. When Kennedy Agyapong, when Kennedy, no, because you're afraid. No, I'm talking for you.
I'm not a pharaoh.
Who's
I'm not a pharaoh. Don't box me in those. That one there. Not me. I'm a liberated mind.
You'll be liberated because they're taking your seat off you. It's okay.
Oh.
No. You see? And you know I'm speaking. I'm speaking in generic terms. So don't try and assume what I'm saying.
I'll let you finish and then I'll come out.
When Kennedy Agyapong was calling on gas and airways to be beaten up in this country, many of you kept quiet. And those of you who dared to speak up, you were quickly cut off. Am I like? When we talk about people who have contributed to the NPP winning power, but they're sitting here. The people who campaign for Kwadwo to win power, he's one of them. Name 20 people who worked hard, went everywhere without anybody even knowing, manned police stations. He's one of them. But because he doesn't behave like a boorish buffoon, they didn't mind him. Right? They rather ended up excommunicating him and giving him a letterhead that he should complain. But some people like him have their dignity. So they will not come and sell their dignity for position. I said we had for almost a quarter of a century. And I kept telling him, I said, my brother, and indeed we are in the same profession. He's a surveyor, I'm an engineer. So we have had a lot of conversations about all kinds of things. And I told him that, look, these people, when they come to power, this is what they'll do to you. You know why? Because he's gentle. He's not swashbuckling. He doesn't cut and slash. If he was behaving like Kennedy Agyapong, like by now we'll be talking about what he has stolen. Because if he was behaving like Abroni, we would have been talking about the millions that he has spent. Maybe he would also have been on bail. But because he respects himself, some people will rather stand up for what they believe in and die standing than live on their knees. Another of them is sitting right here. When he told us that the IMF will never take us anywhere, we arrested him. I was in Form 3 at the time. Today I'm 57 years old, so you do the maths. If he could see it then, we see it at the time. When he told us that the Bretton Woods institutions will not take us anywhere, and we sold all our factories, because those factories had a very, very, very strategic thinking behind it. It was to provide jobs in certain areas, comparative advantage, so that the young people will not go and do galamsey. If a Boston glass factory was still there today, would the young people be doing galamsey? If the Bonsa Tower factory was there today, would the young people be doing galamsey? All those Gihok industries, if they were there today, would the young people not get up? You see, let's understand that we are not where we are by accident. It is by design. So let me come to LI 2462, where a government, a president, goes to parliament and enacts a law that allows he to determine who enters forest reserves and breaches the forest reserve to mine gold. What do you think the premise behind enacting that law is? I'll tell you what it is, Party Yasika. And indeed, Professor Fimpomba has told us, all you need to do is go and read this report. He has told us that the reason behind what they did was so that the party could go and mine gold and make money. Indeed, we have heard the tips. So you don't have to go far to understand why they did what they did. And that is why we ended up with stories like Akunta mining. And you see, when people like Justin Kodua talk, they forget that the person who found Untumi in breach of the mining law is Abu Jinabo. Am I lying?
True.
Wasn't Abu Jinabo? And what did the president subsequently do? Mr. Lomote, what did he do? He came out and said, Akunta mining has not done any illegal mining. So if Abu Jinabo had been allowed to deal with Untumi, maybe he wouldn't even have been before a court right now. Maybe they would have cleared him to pay a fine. Tell me if what I'm saying is not true. The first person who found Untumi in breach of the mining law was the Home Minister. And of course, let's stop pretending that when you, a minister appointed by a president, come out and say something, the president comes out and contravenes what you are saying, you will then go up and say, Mr. President, I disagree with you. Of course you can say that. Because you serve under him. Anna Megwa. We were here. All here. When several things went on under this what do you call that task force? The mining task force. What was the name?
No. Oh, okay. Which one?
The mining task force. The
Vanguard.
No, it's not Vanguard. They had a name. Interministerial whatever.
Okay.
The secretary was filmed collecting money. Am I lying? The minister's voice was heard on tape. There was a commission of inquiry. Where's the report? Remind me if there was even a white paper issued on it, let alone there being, I think somewhere along the line, the secretary to the president, secretary to the president came up and said, disagree with the report. That's it. And then you are sitting here telling me about bail conditions. Really? Bail conditions. We sat here around this table sometimes and complained about the indiscriminate use of force. Let me start with what happened to St. George. We all saw a member of parliament being beaten up by members of a so-called security force who were in police vehicles being supervised by a serving police officer to assault an MP. We had a commission of inquiry. Which commission of inquiry consisted of a now Supreme Court judge, a former IGP appointed under President Kufuor, and a former head of Shraj. Those three people came out with a report and recommended that certain things happen. Kwadwo Twum came out and said the government disagrees with what they said. That was it. When at least one of them was interviewed at the commission, he said he had 3 weeks security training. He used to sell phones. No, remember? Okay. 3 weeks security training. A phone seller, nobody knows his educational background, qualified him to go and assault a member of parliament in a police truck supervised by a trained police commander. And he said we disagree with the report. So my good uncle Kwati Achampo, a lawyer, former IGP, didn't know what he was writing. The former Shraj commissioner didn't know what he was writing. Madam Henrietta Mensah Bonsu, who is acknowledged as being one of the finest jurists this country has ever produced, she's still on the Supreme Court. She didn't know what she was writing. But Kwadwo Twum, nobody knows when he passed law school. He said that government didn't agree with what he said. Right. And that was okay. And I remember we are sitting there talking about bail conditions. Really? No, wait. I will finish.
Oh, it was.
We were here in this country. You see, I could go on. If you give me the rest of the today, I can go day after day after day. Hold on. We were here. This one is funny. Do you remember when we were told just before the NPP went out of power that famous case of the midnight jurisprudence where the then majority leader went to court and within 5 minutes he had assembled a Supreme Court jury? What were we told by the government? What were we told? You see, let's stop pretending, because it's not washing. The young people in this country are very angry. The young people in this country are very upset about the kind of governance that they have seen. And if we are all not careful, we will be swept away with a certain kind of tsunami, a political tsunami. That dog, you will be sitting in your office taking care of people and they will come for you. I'll be sitting in my house watching Liverpool play Man City and they will come for me. They will not discriminate, because they will say you for what you did and you for what you didn't do. Let's stop this, because as soon as you people came to opposition, you started realizing that bail conditions were stringent.
So that begs my question.
Look. No, you know what to do.
No. Oh, I don't mind.
My only point.
You are asking that.
My only point
the
is
same old adage. You see, you people, if Jesus Christ
get
knew,
it right.
If Jesus Christ
If
knew,
we were wrong, get it right.
If Jesus Christ knew about you people and your tendencies, he would never have said that if somebody slaps you on the other side, give the other side to you, because Jesus assumed at the time that people had shame. You people have no shame. That's the reason why you can ever even get up and a lawyer like Justin Kodia, somebody who I can get a program today and say, Justin, please go and represent me in court, can pretend like he doesn't know that you can go to court to vary the bail conditions. When Abronye, wait. When Abronye was put on remand by a judge and we all disagreed with it, was it not the current Attorney General who went to court and stopped it? So why are you talking about bail conditions when you know that you can go to court and go and vary the conditions of that bail? And most likely than not, indeed, in this country, there's a human rights court. Go there. So, Doc, that you people, your adage of that doesn't work when you are in power.
Why don't you have the power?
No, I said, for you people come up and when you assume power,
we've paid for the sin by losing.
Hold on. When you come to power, then you exercise different strata, levels of capriciousness. We were ruled by a so-called human rights lawyer between 2017 and 2024. 8 people died in the election of 2020. You know what he said in his inaugural speech? Go and check the parliamentary answer. He said we only lost 8 lives. This is the same person who said that even if a chicken dies in his pursuit of the presidency, he doesn't want to be president. You see, some of us have the receipts. Me, I can quote it to you like Owusu Bempah on giving a prophecy. I can quote everything they said to you just like that because I am interested. Were you in this country when the immediate past president said that if a chicken dies, he doesn't want to be president? And then the same person, the 8 people who died, that 50-year-old who was shot, my friend Abbas, who was murdered after 3 weeks before he married his fiancée, were you people able to institute an inquiry into the deaths? Did you even bother? They're talking about bail conditions. My pressure will rise. It's okay.
Thank you.